The Mystery of Black Holes. Level B1. Intermediate. Black holes are one of the most mysterious and fascinating objects in the universe. They are places where gravity is so strong that nothing, not even light, can escape. Because of this, black holes are invisible. We cannot see them directly, but we can study how they affect nearby stars and gas. Scientists have been trying to understand these strange objects for decades, and every year we discover something new about them. What is a black hole? A black hole forms when a very massive star runs out of fuel. Normally, a star produces light and heat by burning hydrogen in its core. This process creates pressure that pushes outward, balancing the force of gravity that tries to pull everything inward. But when the star uses up all its fuel, there is nothing left to support it. The gravity becomes too strong, and the star's core collapses. If the star is heavy enough, it becomes a black hole. At the center of a black hole is a point called a singularity. This is where all the mass of the black hole is squeezed into an incredibly small space. Around this point is a region called the event horizon. The event horizon is the boundary. Once something crosses it, it can never escape. It is the point of no return. How do we know they exist? Even though black holes are invisible, scientists have many ways to detect them. One method is to observe how stars move. If a star seems to orbit around an empty space, that space might be a black hole. Another way is by studying X-rays. When gas or dust falls toward a black hole, it becomes extremely hot and releases powerful X-rays that we can detect with telescopes. In 2019, scientists made history when they captured the first ever image of a black hole. The picture showed a bright ring of gas surrounding a dark center. This image came from a black hole in a galaxy called M87, about 55 million light-years away. It proved that black holes are real and that our theories about them are correct. Different types of black holes. There are several types of black holes, depending on their size and how they form. Stellar black holes. These are the most common. They form when massive stars die. They usually have a mass about 3 to 10 times greater than our Sun. Supermassive black holes. These are found in the centers of most galaxies, including our Milky Way. They are millions or even billions of times more massive than the Sun. Intermediate black holes. These are smaller than supermassive ones but larger than stellar ones. Scientists believe they form when smaller black holes merge together. Primordial black holes. These are only theoretical. They might have formed just after the Big Bang and could be very small. The black hole in the Milky Way. Our own galaxy has a supermassive black hole at its center, called Sagittarius A*. It is about 4 million times heavier than the Sun. It is surrounded by stars that move very fast, showing that something extremely massive is there. In 2022, scientists released the first image of Sagittarius A*, which looked very similar to the one from galaxy M87. This discovery confirmed that black holes exist even in our own galaxy. What happens inside a black hole? No one knows exactly what happens inside a black hole because nothing can escape from it, not even information. Einstein's theory of general relativity describes how gravity works, but it cannot explain what happens at the singularity. To understand it, scientists would need a new theory that connects general relativity with quantum physics, something that does not exist yet. If someone could fall into a black hole, they would experience strange effects. As they get closer, the gravity becomes stronger and stronger. It would stretch their body like spaghetti, in a process scientists call spaghettification. Time would also slow down near the event horizon. From the outside, it would look like the person never really fell in, but was frozen in time. How do black holes grow? Black holes are not just born and left alone, they can grow over time. They grow by pulling in gas, dust, stars, and even other black holes. When material falls into a black hole, It forms a disk around it called an accretion disk. The gas in this disk moves very fast and becomes extremely hot, creating light and X-rays before it disappears inside. In some galaxies, supermassive black holes at the center consume so much material that they release enormous amounts of energy. These are called active galactic nuclei, and they can shine brighter than the rest of the galaxy combined. When a black hole grows this way, it affects everything around it, from nearby stars to the way the galaxy forms new stars. Sometimes, two black holes get close and start to orbit each other. Over time, they lose energy and eventually merge into one larger black hole. This process sends out powerful gravitational waves, ripples in space-time that were predicted by Albert Einstein. In 2015, scientists detected gravitational waves for the first time. They came from two black holes that had merged billions of years ago. It was another strong proof that black holes really exist. Can black holes die? It may sound strange, but black holes do not last forever. In the 1970 seconds, the famous physicist Stephen Hawking discovered that black holes can slowly lose energy. This process is called Hawking radiation. It happens because of tiny quantum effects near the event horizon. Over a very, very long time, the black hole can lose so much energy that it disappears completely. However, this process is extremely slow. A black hole with the mass of the Sun would take much longer than the age of the universe to evaporate. Only very small black holes, if they exist, could evaporate fast enough for us to notice it. What happens if a black hole meets a star? When a black hole comes too close to a star, amazing things can happen. The black hole's gravity starts to pull material from the star. The gas forms a bright disk as it falls in, and this can create a burst of X-rays that telescopes can detect. In some cases, the black hole can completely destroy the star in an event called a tidal disruption. The energy released can be enormous, lighting up a galaxy for a short time. These events help scientists study how black holes behave. By watching how the light changes and how much energy is produced, researchers can learn about the mass and spin of the black hole. Could black holes be portals? Some scientists and writers like to imagine that black holes could be portals or gateways to other parts of the universe. According to general relativity, a black hole might have a twin, a white hole, which throws out matter instead of pulling it in. Together, they could form a tunnel through space and time called a wormhole. However, this is still only a theory. There is no real evidence that wormholes exist. Even if they did, they would probably be very unstable and dangerous. Still, the idea of traveling through a black hole continues to inspire science fiction stories and movies, such as Interstellar, which tried to show a realistic view of what a black hole might look like. Why are black holes important? Black holes are not just strange cosmic monsters, they are also very important for understanding how the universe works. They help scientists test the limits of physics and gravity. They also play a key role in the life of galaxies. Without supermassive black holes, galaxies might not form or evolve in the same way. Studying black holes also helps us understand the beginning and future of the universe. Some theories suggest that the universe could have started from a kind of cosmic black hole, a singularity that exploded in the Big Bang. Others wonder if, in the very distant future, when all stars die, only black holes will remain. Eventually, they too will evaporate, leaving behind a dark and empty universe. The future of black hole research. Today, scientists use the most advanced telescopes and instruments to study black holes. The Event Horizon Telescope continues to capture images of black holes in different galaxies. Space observatories like Chandra and James Webb study how black holes influence their surroundings. New missions are planned to detect more gravitational waves and learn how often black holes merge. Artificial intelligence is also helping researchers. It analyzes data from telescopes faster than ever and finds new patterns that humans might miss. As technology improves, we will be able to see more clearly what happens near the event horizon and test theories that were once only imagination. The mystery remains. Even with all our knowledge, black holes remain one of the greatest mysteries of the cosmos. They challenge our understanding of space, time, and reality itself. Every time we think we know the answer, new discoveries raise more questions. Perhaps the most fascinating thing about black holes is that they remind us how little we still know about the universe. They show that there are limits to human knowledge, but also endless possibilities for discovery. As long as we continue to look up at the stars and wonder what lies beyond, the mystery of black holes will continue to inspire us.